I am indeed having hot coffee today. I don't normally have hot coffee, but let me just show you why I'm having hot coffee. First of all, it is, I don't know if you can see that, it's 65 in my house, which I'm not like super bothered by. I love being cold, but I just got like really cold last night for some reason. Like, it didn't get below 65 in my house, I know that, but I also sleep with a fan on, so I just got really cold. It's probably like in the 50s outside. It's really cloudy today, so hot coffee's the move. I was gonna have hot chocolate, but I really need some caffeine today because I haven't had coffee like the past few days. I just haven't felt like I needed it. But yeah, today's Halloween. Happy Halloween. I do not have Halloween plans besides going to work because I work for 8 hours today. Figured that I could go over like some Halloween-ish type stuff with you guys, just for fun. So I'm gonna drink some of this coffee and then I'm gonna get in the shower. Doing a little sit down for this video. I figured for Halloween, like I said earlier, I don't really have any like super scary Halloween stories, but I do have like some nightmares that I can share with you guys and like a few Halloween stories. But I have a story from last night. So obviously today's the 31st, yesterday was the 30th, and it was the homecoming game for OSU. Last night I wasn't able to go because I had to work and tickets were expensive, but it was like 10:45 and I was taking Charlie out to potty because I was about to go to bed, and this guy was walking, and so I was just like watching him, you know, make sure he's okay, and he comes up to me, he goes, "Ma'am, can I ask you a question?" I was like, "Yeah, what, can I help you? Like, what's up?" And he's like, "I'm really not trying to like freak you out or anything. I am just so intoxicated, I can't find where I parked my truck." And I laughed a little bit, but no, he was very, very drunk. Like, he could barely walk. So I went back inside and grabbed my phone, and I was like, okay, what street did you leave it on or whatever? Type it in, and I was like, okay, so you're gonna go down to this light and you're gonna go left. And he goes, okay, down to that light and right? I was like, no, down to the light and left. And I had to repeat it like 6 times so he would remember. Anyway, it probably doesn't sound that funny, but it was hilarious in the moment. And he gave me $20 for helping him, even though I tried to say no. but yeah, it was so funny. So some Halloween stories. I grew up in Woodward, and Woodward has this old hospital. I'm not really sure why, like, it's not running anymore. I'm not really sure what happened. I think there was a fire, maybe. But I was probably like 5 or 6 at the time when this happened. And it was like my whole family and I, like my uncle, my cousins, my mom and dad, my brothers, and we were just walking around like trick-or-treating and stuff, and my uncle was like, hey, let's go check this out. I hear that you can hear people in there or whatever. You know, just trying to scare us. And so we walk up there and there's like steps to get to the front door. And obviously like the windows and like the door was like barricaded off so people wouldn't get in. But we I'm like holding hands with my mom because my mom and I are both scared. I didn't really know what was going on, but my mom was really scared. So we like are holding hands and we go to take the first step up the stairs, and at this point my uncle and my dad were already like up where the front door used to be, and then we just hear this really loud bang, like someone threw something against the door, just trying to scare us. And my mom got so scared. She was holding my hand so tight, she dragged me all the way to the other side of the street from where the hospital was. Like, she was so scared. I hardly remember this or like what happened or anything, but when we talk about it like now, everybody just cracks up about it. And yeah, I just remember getting drugged through stickers and a bunch of grass and like trying to get her to let go, but she wouldn't. That's really the one, like, well, I don't have very many memories, but another one was Nightmare in the Country. It's like a couple miles from Woodward, and it's like a really popular Halloween site. Like, they have this whole setup and everything. I went with my ex at the time and one of my friends from high school. Well, it wasn't a planned thing. Like, we both just showed up and then we were like, hey, we're gonna hang out together. And I don't really do scary stuff from the beginning, so I didn't really want to go, but I wanted to take my boyfriend at the time because he had just moved and he like never been. And we went into, I think it was the clown one that they had that year. This was like 3 years ago now, but I got so scared. Like, this person like came up to me and was like pushing me against the wall and like yelling in my face, and I mean, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't want to like touch the person and then have them touch me back, like to push them or anything. So I was just pushed against the wall and I was like this, and I just like sat down on my butt and I just started crying. Like, I couldn't move. I was frozen and was just bawling my eyes out. And my ex and my friend and her boyfriend, they were already like ahead of me. Like, they left me behind, like not on purpose, but they were scared, so they were running. And yeah, so my boyfriend at the time came back for me and like literally had to carry me out because I could not move. I was literally frozen. And I almost peed my pants that night. It was not fun. Now I can go over like a few nightmares that I have. They're reoccurring nightmares. There are a few that I've had since I can remember. And then there's a few new ones. So the first one that I remember having is, I don't even remember, I was probably like 7. I die in my dream, and like we're at my funeral in my dream, and like I can see like myself in the casket, you know, kind of like a out of body experience or whatever. And I was like, I was confused, like I didn't remember dying, I didn't remember like what happened, and all I remember is that nobody showed up for my funeral, like nobody loved me. And I'm sure that has like underlying insecurities or something, but yeah, I woke up crying because I didn't really understand at the time. I know that if something really did happen, obviously there'd probably be quite a few people there, but yeah, that's one of them. Kind of sad. Another one is I'll be like in a house in my dream, and I'll be trying to like get to my parents, and there's like this glass that stops me from reaching them, and it's like that, like they can see me from the other side, but like they don't recognize who I am, or like they don't care that I can't get over to them. Woke up crying on that one as well. There's one other kind of scary one, but I can't remember now. I haven't had it in a long time. The two more recent ones that I've had, my grandpa passed away a little over 3 years ago now, I think, 3 or 4. And in my dream, it's just like, it's me and my grandpa, and we were like at this park, and like we were just walking, and then like I was like, we were like hooking arms, you know, just walking, and then like all of a sudden he like collapses, and he like starts dying right in front of me, and there's nothing, like my body in the dream was frozen, like I couldn't move, I couldn't help him, I couldn't say anything, I couldn't like holler for someone else to come help. I like just had to stand there and watch him die in my dream. I know this is really sad, I'm sorry. Then my other dream, similar to that, my grandma passed away 2 years ago. Well, my dream with my grandpa happened like the day after he passed, but this dream with my grandma didn't happen like for after a while after she passed. Again, we were like at this park somewhere, and I was with my mom and dad and my niece and my brothers, and we were all just like playing on the playground and stuff with my niece and everything, and we were waiting for my aunt and uncle and their kids and my other grandpa to show up, so like we could all like have a family thing. And so like they have like a mom van because they have 2 kids, so their van pulled up, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go say hi, and like everyone else like kept playing. So I went over there, and the van door opened, and I just see like my grandma's clothes, and immediately I'm like, what is going on? Like, what are you guys doing? And then like everybody gets out of the van, and my grandma's there, like just wearing all the floral print stuff that she used to, and all of her jewelry and everything. And I just looked at my grandpa and I said, who is this? Like this is not my grandma, like who is this? And he just looks at me, he goes, that is your grandma. We brought her back. And I like collapsed on my knees in the dream and just like started bawling my eyes out, and I just couldn't understand like why they couldn't let her go and like let her find peace, basically. Yeah, that one was really rough. Like I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep for a while. I talked to my dad about it, and he thinks that it was like a way that my grandma was telling me that she's okay. Oh God, I want to cry. Don't cry. My last dream was the most recent dream that I've had that I can remember. I was at my grandma's. This was last month, so September. And I was sleeping on the Air mattress, and I went to bed like before anyone else did. I was really tired, and so I was just sleeping, and one of my like irrational fears is someone breaking into my house while I'm sleeping and like trying to murder me or something. I don't know, just the fear of like someone getting in my house while I'm here, because I don't really know how to protect myself. In my dream, like this started as soon as my grandma walked in the room. My grandma was sleeping on the other bed that was in the room. So all I remember is this black figure like entered the door, and in my dream I was in my room, like here at my house, not at my grandma's, and all I saw was this black figure. And I just remember like trying to move away from it, and I was like trying to scream so loud and like just trying to get away, basically. I don't really know how to explain it. It felt really real, like in my dream, but in real life, my grandma walked through the door, and I guess like as soon as she walked in, I started screaming like out loud in real life, like a blood-curdling scream is what my grandma told me. And I was moving away in real life as well, like I was moving off of the bed, trying to get away from her. And with my screaming, my mom and dad like ran back there to see what was going on, turned on the light, and according to them, it took them like literally like 30 seconds and like of shaking me really hard to get me to wake up. And when I was waking up, I was literally trembling. Like I've never like been shaken up so bad ever. And like I was breathing really heavy, and it took me like 20 minutes to really calm down and stop shaking and like calm my breathing. I don't know what that dream means. I did not do any research about it because I don't really want to know. But yeah, ever since that dream, I really have not been able to sleep well. I don't know if it's related to it or not, or if I just have like this fear of it happening again, because if I'm here at my house and it happens again, like there's no one to wake me up from the dream. So, you know, if my mom didn't wake me up, I don't know how long I would have been laying there screaming on the floor. But that was a little traumatizing. That is all of the dreams that I can remember. This is probably a short video, but that's okay. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have some exciting content coming soon. Obviously tomorrow is the 1st of November. Every year we go to my grandma's for Thanksgiving, and like our other family comes and everything, and we always have a really fun time. We go Black Friday shopping, so I'm definitely going to be vlogging a lot of that. And then I'm gonna try to do Vlogmas. I'm not really sure, like depending on my work schedule will depend on if I can do it or not. I have a trip coming up the 1st of January, the first week in January. I will be going on a plane for the first time. I'm very excited. So yeah, stay tuned for that content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.